Any route to Charlie that isn't through the common yard?
Negative.
I'm going to enjoy killing you.
Yeah, get in line.
The movie begins with former Special Forces operative Tyler Rake, who is in the middle of a brutal firefight. Then the timeline shifts back to 2 days, and we're introduced to Ovi Mahajan, a teenage boy who finished his day at school and heads out in a luxury car with his friends. Instead of going home right away, Ovi decides to spend some time hanging out, which irritates Saju, the head of security assigned to protect him. Ovi isn't just any student. He's the son of a powerful drug lord currently imprisoned. Because of this, his movements are supposed to be closely watched. One night, Ovi sneaks out to meet his friends at a local club. While they're in the garage taking a break, a group of corrupt police officers arrives.
Chill, relax.
The next day, Saju visits Ovi's father, who is currently serving time in a Mumbai prison. He informs him that Ovi has been kidnapped. Ovi's father, furious at Saju for failing in his duty, issues a harsh ultimatum. He demands that Saju recover his son immediately and warns him that if he fails, his own family could suffer the consequences. However, the situation is complicated. Since Ovi's father is incarcerated, his assets are frozen. There's no money available to pay a ransom or to hire a skilled extraction team. Despite this, he refuses to accept any delay. Left with no good options, Saju returns home and confides in his wife. He tells her about the dangerous position he's been put in and admits that he's considering hiring a professional to extract Ovi. Meanwhile, across the world in Australia, Tyler Rake is taking a break from his usual work.
Quit swearing all the time. Told you he's fine. Right.
Make yourself at home.
We landed a whale.
Oh, yeah?
Extraction. Proof of life as of 6 hours ago.
Oh, Nick, what are you doing here? Don't bullshit yourself.
And why would you?
I need the money.
I'll meet you in Fitzroy Crossing. If you're not sober, don't show up. Head on straight, Tyler.
Saju also readies himself for a journey to Dhaka, determined to complete his part of the plan. Once in the city, Tyler meets up with Nick and their support team.
Amir Asif, Dhaka's very own Pablo Escobar. This is our extraction point. Ferry you and the kid to a chopper. Okay, clock is ticking. Let's chop.
During the mission, Tyler receives an unexpected call. One of Amir Asif's men contacts him and gives him directions to another location. Tyler complies and is escorted to meet with a group of Ovi's abductors.
Welcome to Dhaka.
You show me the kids, all right? I tell my people they pay you. Do you understand? Fuck, come here.
Hey.
Let me get down to business, yeah? No magazine in it.
Alan? Now you go. Tell them.
Elsewhere in Dhaka, the scene shifts to Amir Asif. Surrounded by his underlings, he confronts a group of street boys suspected of stealing from him. In a grim show of dominance, he orders one of them to be thrown from a rooftop, even though there's no solid evidence of the boy's guilt. Another boy, Farhad, is forced to prove his loyalty by cutting off 2 of his own fingers. The message is clear. Amir rules through fear, and disobedience carries a heavy cost. As this unfolds, Colonel Rashid, the local police chief who's in Amir's pocket, arrives with important news. He informs Amir that Ovi has escaped. Furious, Amir gives immediate orders to lock down the city. Every bridge, checkpoint, and exit route from Dhaka is to be sealed. Meanwhile, Tyler and Ovi are on the move. They're headed toward a pre-arranged extraction point.
Kid, you want to survive, you do exactly as I say. Here, put these on. Okay, eat this. Your blood sugar's low, it's why you feel like shit. All right, thumbs up. Name?
Ovi.
Proceeding to extraction.
At the same time, Nick and her team are working on the financial end. They contact Ovi's father's associates to demand immediate payment for the successful recovery of the boy. With the safe return nearly within reach, they insist that the money be transferred within the next 7 minutes. Back in the city, as Tyler's extraction crew makes its way to their pickup location, everything suddenly unravels. An ambush strikes hard and fast. Multiple members of Tyler's crew are gunned down before they can react, including the sharpshooter who had provided earlier cover. The team is caught off guard and overwhelmed. What was meant to be a coordinated extraction now spirals into chaos. At the same time, Nick and her team are met with an alarming situation. They receive confirmation that no payment has been made for Ovi's extraction. The promised funds from Ovi's father never arrived. In fact, it quickly becomes clear that they've been set up. The entire operation was compromised from the beginning. Piecing together the situation, Nick realizes that Saju, Ovi's father's trusted right-hand man, was behind the surprise attack that left several of Tyler's team members dead. Ovi's father in prison and all assets frozen, there was simply no way to pay Tyler's crew. So, instead of canceling the mission outright, Saju hatched a plan. He would allow the extraction team to find and secure Ovi, then eliminate them to recover the boy himself, without owing a cent.
Tyler, chopper's inbound.
I won't hurt him!
Go!
Get in the car!
The cops are in on it! But if you want to live, you have to trust me!
What gate? Turn right.
Can't! Bloody truck in front. Down! Get upstairs, go, come on! Okay, up. Stay on my shoulder, all right? Get in, kid, come on! Come on!
They're still following us.
Okay, we're gonna jump on it through here, right?
Amir Asif grows increasingly frustrated that Ovi remains missing. In response, he orders Colonel Rashid to deploy every available unit to capture Ovi and eliminate Tyler at any cost. During their escape, Tyler manages to reach out to Nick and updates her on the precarious situation they face. In return, Nick shares critical information. Saju is not just a corrupt officer, but also an ex-Special Forces soldier like Tyler, explaining his resilience and skill.
We can send a chopper and get you out. You gotta leave the kid behind, Tyler. Tyler? Tyler?
That's not the job.
Are you going to leave me in the street? Your phone. It's loud.
No.
Meanwhile, a severely wounded Saju contacts his wife, informing her of his critical condition. He instructs her to take their son and leave immediately if he fails to rescue Ovi, showing his desperate hope that his family will be safe regardless of the mission's outcome. Back with Tyler, he receives coordinates for the extraction point, a bridge where the helicopter will be waiting to pick them up. As Tyler and Ovi prepare to leave the area, their escape is suddenly blocked by a group of street kids led by Farhad, a young criminal eager to prove his loyalty to Amir Asi.
All right, get in. We made it about 4 blocks.
I said get rid of the kid.
We're in the worst smelling sewer on the planet. It's called Gaspar.
Your name's Tyler. I'm Ovi.
Nice to meet you.
Without hesitation, Gaspar responds and arrives promptly, guiding Tyler and Ovi to his home, a safe sanctuary where they can rest, recover, and plan their next move. One evening, while Gaspar is away, Tyler and Ovi share a quiet conversation. Tyler opens up about his past, revealing that he once had a son who died from lymphoma. He expresses deep regret for not being there for his son when he needed him most, and vows not to repeat that mistake with Ovi. Ovi listens carefully and responds with a thoughtful insight, saying that people don't drown by falling into the water, but by choosing to stay submerged in it. When Gaspar returns, Tyler immediately senses something is wrong.
What a goddamn tragedy. That kid is a walking corpse. His father's in prison. There's no way to protect him. Just go put a bullet in his brain. Make it painless.
Matt, you're drunk. You know how much he's worth?
Talking about a kid, Gaspar.
Okay, we're talking about a gangster's kid.
What are you doing? You said you'd help me.
I am helping you. $10 million.
Did you call someone?
We made a deal. He gets a kid, and we both get rich.
Determined to get Ovi to safety, Tyler contacts Saju. They agree to work together to smuggle Ovi out of Dhaka. The plan is for Tyler to create a diversion and draw attention away, while Saju, disguised, escorts Ovi across a heavily guarded bridge checkpoint. Once they're through, Tyler will provide cover to ensure their escape. The next day, Tyler begins firing at Colonel Rashid's men to create a diversion, giving Saju and Ovi a chance to slip away by car. Meanwhile, Nick is preparing her gear, ready to support Tyler in rescuing Ovi. As they approach the bridge, it becomes clear that Colonel Rashid's forces have already taken positions and have spotted Saju despite his disguise.
Hey! Down!
8 months later, Ovi is back at school. In a moment that mirrors Tyler's own introduction, Ovi plunges into the school swimming pool, practicing holding his breath. Nick Khan confronts Amir Asif in a restroom, leading to a deadly confrontation that ends with Nick eliminating him. Sometime later, the river's current carries his body ashore, where a young girl discovers him and immediately calls for help. Tyler is soon transported to a hospital, where his recovery is closely supervised by his trusted partners, siblings Nick Khan and Yaz Khan. Nick refuses to give up on him, even when Yaz suggests they consider letting go. Given the severity of Tyler's condition, unconscious and barely clinging to life, Tyler remains under the care of medical staff for several weeks. Eventually, he opens his eyes, but survival is just the beginning. Still physically broken and mentally shaken, Tyler begins a long and difficult journey of recovery. He enters an intensive rehabilitation program that includes physical therapy and endurance training, slowly regaining control of his body and strength day by day.
Thanks, Nick, for keeping me around.
Believe it or not, it's pretty difficult to let someone you care about die. But you fought your way back. You just have to find out why.
Meanwhile, in Georgia, we are introduced to Zurab Radiani, a powerful gangster and co-leader of the Nagazi crime syndicate, who receives troubling news from his associate Avtandil. Zurab's brother, David Radiani, who is already serving time in prison, has just had his sentence extended by an additional 10 years. Furious, Zurab contacts the local governor, the officially responsible for signing off on the sentence. The governor explains that the extended sentence came under pressure from American authorities and that his hands are tied. In response, Zurab shares a deeply personal story, recalling how he has protected David his whole life, even from their abusive father, and that loyalty is something he takes seriously. The governor attempts to diffuse the tension by offering to transfer David to an American prison, but Zurab sees this as a betrayal.
My man, looking good. Look at this. You're a little bit slimmer, no?
Shut up.
You wanted to pull the plug.
Well, next time, you have my word.
What the hell is this?
You're welcome.
So what am I supposed to do now?
Anything you want.
You're gonna like it here.
What's this?
Your entire life fits in one little box.
Enjoy retirement!
Yeah, piss off.
Baby.
His ex-wife, Mia, never forgave him for abandoning them at their darkest hour. Meanwhile, in a Georgian prison, the recent news of his extended sentence weighs heavily on him. Later, he is reunited with his wife, Ketavan, and their 2 children, Sandro and Nina, who are now being forced to live with him inside the prison. Ketavan is clearly distressed by the arrangement and pleads with David about the impact this environment will have on their children. But David is unbothered. He insists that Sandro needs to grow up tough, surrounded by hardship, in order to become a man. Ketavan strongly objects, desperate to protect their children from being dragged into the world of crime. Ketavan breaks down in tears from the emotional abuse. Her son, Sandro, wakes up and quietly moves to comfort her. Meanwhile, as Tyler returns to the quiet solitude of his cabin, he finds an unexpected visitor waiting for him, a man named Alcott.
What happened? You fall off a bridge? How about you put my cup down?
You've got a mutual friend who's offered you a job. I'm not so convinced. Can you even pull the trigger like that?
Why don't you go back and tell whoever sent you I'm not interested?
What if it was your ex-wife? Mia?
So me, you're in trouble?
No, but her sister is. She's currently in a Georgian prison with her 2 kids. The brothers were born into war. Their uncle, Avtandil, took them in. To survive the streets of Yerevan, they turned to a life of crime. And by the time they returned to Georgia, they were folk heroes. These brothers have got all the politicians in their pockets. They practically run the country. The problem isn't David or the guards. It's the 2 warring gangs that are imprisoned in there. Job starts in 6 weeks. We take our cut. It's been a pleasure.
He immediately contacts his trusted partners, Nick and her brother Yaz, asking them to join him. He knows the operation won't be easy, but he also knows there's no one else he'd trust more to have his back. With a plan in place, Tyler begins training in earnest. He pushes his body to its limits, using a mix of traditional strength workouts and rugged makeshift methods, chopping wood with axes, lifting heavy rocks, and pushing through pain. It's more than just physical conditioning. It's his way of mentally preparing for the fight ahead. Once he's ready, the trio heads to Georgia and infiltrates the prison with the help of a bribed guard. This insider has discreetly left chalk symbols on the walls to guide their route, and has also shut off the security cameras, creating a narrow window of opportunity. It's a high-risk move, but it's their best shot at getting Ketavan and her children out alive. Outside the prison, Nick and Yaz wait tensely in their van as Tyler enters the facility alone. Inside, the friendly guard quietly informs him that Gate 207 is unlocked and shuts off the main power, giving Tyler a narrow 5-minute window to extract the family. With only a flashlight and a series of small chalk marks to guide him, Tyler carefully navigates the dark corridors of the prison, avoiding detection. He reaches the cell where Ketavan and her children Sandro and Nina are being held.
Keep quiet.
Yes, I need a way out.
Working on it.
Gotta go, now!
Take the kids, man, me and Charlie. Any route to Charlie that isn't through the common yard?
Negative.
You all right?
Where are the kids?
In the car. Move. Go. Eyes up. Threat coming from the front.
Roger. Those are Zurab's men. These men are killers.
Yeah, so am I. Out of the car. Come on.
Go, move!
Yaz, get us a med kit. Cover me! We're reaching the end of the line. Stop the train, Nick.
Brace her out.
It's gonna be a rough landing, so hold on tight.
Zurab and Avtandil learn about David's death. Soldiers update Zurab on the details, and he quickly realizes this wasn't the work of a rival gang, but someone else entirely. Zurab watches over David's body, reflecting on their shared past and how they protected each other from their abusive father. Filled with determination, Zurab vows to avenge his brother's death. Back with Tyler and the group, they survive the train crash and begin to flee. Sandro repeatedly asks about his father, and when he's finally told that David is dead, anger overtakes him. He lashes out at both his mother, Kedavan, and Tyler. Shortly after, the group escapes by boat and then boards a plane. Yaz contacts allies who will provide fake documents for their escape. However, Yaz accidentally leaves his phone unattended, and Sandro seizes the opportunity to take it. In a bathroom, Sandro uses Yaz's phone to call Zurab, seeking answers. Zurab manipulates Sandro, painting Kedavan as the villain. Convinced, Sandro betrays their location to Zurab. A few hours later, the group arrives in Austria and hides out in a hotel. The women care for Nina while Yaz plans their next move. Meanwhile, Sandro confronts Tyler, insisting that David imprisoned them to protect them from rival gangs.
You think what you do is good? That you're some hero? My mother hired you to kill him, didn't she? He brought us there so he could watch over us.
He brought you there so he could control you.
A good son is supposed to stay with his father.
A good father wouldn't make him.
Yeah, well, at least my father didn't leave us.
During this time, Zurab rallies his Nagazi soldiers, emphasizing the importance of family loyalty and swearing revenge on Tyler and his group. Avtandil voices concerns about the heavy losses they're risking for personal vendetta, but Zurab dismisses him and remains focused on retaliation. Back to Tyler, he approaches Sandro on a balcony and acknowledges that he hasn't been a good father. He points out that Kedavan has been fighting hard to protect her children, and Sandro should respect her strength instead of being consumed by David's lies. Feeling remorseful, Sandro admits the Nagazi gang is closing in. Suddenly, a helicopter appears overhead, while Nagazi soldiers arrive in multiple vehicles. Tyler quickly warns everyone to get to safety, but before they can debate further, the helicopter opens fire on the building, shattering all the windows. Tyler pushes the family to safety and waits for the helicopter to leave before they take the elevator down. Meanwhile, the helicopter deploys soldiers on the roof, and Nagazi gunmen arrive on the streets. These soldiers also kill police officers to prevent interference. On the other hand, Tyler's group makes it to the garage and boards a van, but Sandro seizes the chance to run off, with Yaz chasing after him. As the van attempts to leave, its path is blocked by Nagazi gunfire, forcing them to retreat. Sandro reaches the street where Zurab appears and starts shooting at Yaz, who quickly takes cover. Both men try to persuade Sandro to pick a side, but before anything can be resolved, Nick arrives in another vehicle. Nagazi soldiers fire a rocket launcher at Nick's car, causing an explosion. Taking advantage of the chaos, Zurab captures Sandro and forces him into his car. Yaz helps Nick out of the van, and together they exchange gunfire with the Nagazi before detonating a grenade and retreating into the building. Meanwhile, Kedavan and Nina remain hidden in the van. Tyler fights off the attacking soldiers, shooting many of them and engaging in hand-to-hand combat with the last assailant.
Get to the roof, take their wings.
Copy!
Getting you out of here, okay? Gonna get you back to your sister.
Go get the family. Go!
I'm going to enjoy killing you.
Yeah, get in line.
Sarah, are you good?
Hey, stay with me, buddy. I got you.
Tyler and the others take refuge in his secluded cabin in the woods. Inside, Nick mournfully tends to Yaz's body, grieving the loss of her brother, while Tyler carefully treats his own injuries sustained during the brutal fight. Suddenly, Mia arrives there, who is Tyler's ex-wife. She greets Kedovan, and the sisters have a heartfelt reunion, sharing quiet moments of connection before Mia approaches Tyler. With a heavy heart, Tyler apologizes for having abandoned her during their son's illness. He explains that he felt powerless to save their child and couldn't bear watching him suffer and die. Meanwhile, Aftandil tries to reason with Zurab, pointing out the heavy toll their revenge is taking on their soldiers and urging him to reconsider now that Sandro is with them. But Zurab betrays Aftandil, pulling out his gun and shooting him. The betrayal shocks Sandro, who had believed the Nagazi were like family.
I'm standing here staring at my plane, but I can't get on it.
Why don't you tell me where you are and we can finish what we started?
St. George's Church.
Open the door. Open the door! Tyler!
He sneaks past guards, taking out several with precision before blowing up Zurab's plane. Zurab and Sandro flee as Tyler unleashes chaos, blowing up vehicles and battling soldiers in his path. Despite a serious stomach wound, Tyler presses onto the church where Zurab and Sandro are hiding. But it's a trap. Zurab has strapped bombs to Sandro and holds the detonator, forcing Sandro to take Tyler's gun and kill him in revenge for his father.
You're a coward.
Cowardice is killing an unarmed man in the bowels of a prison. Maybe?
Put the gun down!
I have enough stuff.
As Tyler rushes to check on Nick, the Austrian police storm in and arrest everyone. Days later, Tyler and Nick find themselves in prison, with Nick receiving proper medical care for her injuries. One afternoon, Mia visits Tyler and shares good news.
They're in witness protection. I helped her broker a deal with the Americans.
I know I never said that. I never said thank you for doing what I couldn't.
His last image of you wasn't you walking out on him. He said, I want to be brave like Dad. That's how he saw you. Goodbye, Tyler.
Tyler is escorted out of prison, but instead of a transfer, he's met by Alcott, the man who gave him his previous mission. Alcott offers Tyler freedom in exchange for taking on another dangerous job.
Come and do another job for us.
Not without my team. I'm not leaving her behind.
You'll love him.
I hope you guys enjoyed the recap, and be sure to check out other awesome recaps on the channel. And as always, thank you very much for watching.